Professor Hinsey. Some dispositions that I feel that I have as a teacher are that building a relationship with my students is a very important role as a teacher for me. The first few weeks of school, I spend building a classroom community, letting the kids know that they can trust me and that I truly do care about them. I also feel very positive about walking through that door at school and leaving everything else behind. It's like my personal life has to stay outside the classroom because any students would pick up on any emotions that a teacher is feeling for the day, and I think that's very important to separate your job from your personal life. Another disposition that I feel strongly about is the respect for my colleagues. It's very important that we all get along and that we also trust each other and that we can rely on each other because we do spend so much time together for 180 days. And the most important thing as a teacher that I've learned these last 2 years is that I simply just love my job. I love where I am. A disposition that I know I need to work on, and I deal with this every day, is that last year was my first year as a 3rd grade teacher, and I had an amazing first year and my students were amazing. And my principal has informed me lately that I have way too high of expectations set for my class this year because they are very, very challenging. Some days I feel like screaming and pulling my hair out. Last year was a breeze for me, which I thank God every day for that. Sometimes I wish, though, this year had been my first year of teaching because I feel like I would have been a little more prepared and know that I could handle the worst of classes, and then over the years it's supposed to get better, but I started out easy and now I'm with a very difficult class. The part that I'm having a hard time with is that I compare this class with last year's class all the time, and that's something I really need to work on. The next question you asked us was how I would deal with bias in the classroom. And teaching in a low poverty area, that's a difficult thing to deal with here at our school. Our parents tend to feel that if their children are failing, it's the teacher's fault and not their child's fault. And maybe that is like that everywhere, but I know here it is something that all of my colleagues deal with and almost dread conference time because we feel and have had parents' fingers pointed at us saying it is our fault their children are failing classes. To deal with the feedback during evaluation time from my principal, I actually look forward to that, and I have my evaluation coming up in about 3 weeks. I value the input from her. We've also been taught at many meetings that the feedback that we get from our principal or anyone else isn't to point their finger at us and say, you're doing a bad job, this is what you should be doing. It's more to just help us along and better ourselves as a teacher and continue growing. So I really do look forward to that, and I am always open for any feedback from the principal or my coworkers because it's a valuable tool that I can continue to use throughout my teaching years. Thanks, Mr. Hines.